according to Daniel RPK, everybody's favorite scooper duper, he's stating that Ahsoka season 2 could be used as a final season for the show, which is kind of weird because I know Ahsoka, the first season, did relatively well, and I actually enjoyed it. I know a lot of people are sitting out there saying now, like, it's not that great of a show, wasn't that great. I still enjoyed it. I thought it was a very enjoyable show. Was it great? Was it perfect? Was it phenomenal? No, but it was still enjoyable. But this coming from comicbookmovie.com says, according to the scooper Daniel RPK or Daniel Richmond, the plan now is to make sure the series has a satisfying ending in case it's canceled and doesn't return for a third season. We hadn't expected Filoni to tell this story beyond a couple of seasons anyway, but Disney Plus could always push for more episodes if Ahsoka is a big enough hit. However, the streamer can also pull the plug on any series that doesn't deliver, something we saw earlier this year when The Acolyte was canceled after a single season, leaving behind several major cliffhangers. Ahsoka season 1 was rightly criticized for feeling like half a story, and had that also been scrapped, we'd be heading into Filoni's Star Wars movie with a lot of dangling plot threads for him to tackle. See, I don't think it was. I'm not going to say it wasn't rightly criticized. I think it was rightly criticized, but I think it handled everything well. It was far better handled than The Acolyte was. It was a better thought out story. It was written better. It was directed better. It handled Star Wars as the lore better. It did a lot of things better than The Acolyte did. But besides that, I think everybody expected going into this, because at that point in time, we knew that it was within that new world of the Mandalorian. It was in that post Return of the Jedi world, and everybody kind of expected that this was going to be a continuation and that there would be more coming after it. Everybody's kind of expecting now that Ahsoka kind of is more than just this one season type of show. It was going to be multiple seasons, or at the very least, it was going to continue on into that Dave Filoni movie. So I think people expected that. I don't think people should be criticizing or should have criticized that there was an open ending, cliffhanger at the end of it, because absolutely there was going to be a cliffhanger, because we knew that it was building to a movie. We knew that it was building within that secluded little universe within the larger universe at the end, or between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. So it's a little baffling to me that they would state it that way, but I tell you what, I'm okay with them looking at the series or the season and looking at it as a or a series finale, final season type of thing. I'm never against that idea. I'm never against them. Look, I'm a stickler. I love cliffhangers. I'm a huge cliffhanger fan. One of my favorites of all time was the end of Pirates of the Caribbean 2. One of my favorite cliffhangers of all time. Love that cliffhanger. But I love them. But I also love when writers and filmmakers actually give you a satisfying conclusion to a story, and still you can draw from that story for the next film or the next project and still pull from it. So I'm on both sides here. I'm kind of like, hey, let's go for it. I'm all for it. So hopefully they do this well. Hopefully they do it right. Again, I'm still kind of iffy with Dave Filoni right now, after he's kind of the one that was like, hey, let's go with The Acolyte. But hopefully they do well. Hopefully they do well.